My dear friends, we are back. We were booted out for some reason yet again. I apologise for this technical problem which is persisting today for some reason, not sure why, but there's nothing I can do about it. And I was talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is going to be released for the PlayStation 4 on March the 3rd, 2020. I was also reminding everyone to be watching Abzu Battle, which is accessible through Final Fantasy YouTube channel. So you can simply head there, have a look, enjoy the battle. I still need to do that myself. I've not watched it, but as described in there, it does look absolutely awesome. One of those most hotly anticipated games of the decade, in fact, and I think considering they're remaking it, they're likely to be remaking the rest of the Final Fantasy just to bring it to the state-of-the-art sound and graphics of the 21st century, I should say of the third decade of the 21st century as we are progressing. Time really is passing us by, no doubt about that. And we have some news on The Last of Us Part 2. Obviously, we have seen during the presentation that the February 2020 is penciled for its release. And Video Gamer tell us that in its State of Play showcase, Sony published a new trailer for The Last of Us Part 2 and confirmed its release date, which is February the 21st of 2020 for PlayStation 4. There was a rumour that the new game would be out in February, but it's obviously not confirmed, so we know it for certain. And the new cinematic trailer revealed a very, very atmospheric insight to the plot of The Last of Us Part 2. And we said it earlier, we had a presentation earlier today on all that was indeed given to us. And we may give you some spoilers, but there's some description in here. I don't know whether people want to listen to the rest if you don't want to hear any spoilers, but it's just what we managed to gather through that gameplay and the trailer as presented last night. So Ellie and her love interest Dina are scouts for the survivor settlement seen at the end of The Last of Us in Jackson County. They and the group hit the road to scavenge for supplies and brave the frozen wilderness. You run into anything you can handle, but then you come back, the leader intones, over scenes of Ellie and Dina plummeting into a rather dilapidated building that is beset with the dreaded clickers. The two seem to be separated, with Dina possibly kidnapped by an antagonistic faction of survivors, and Ellie rides on to search for her in a blizzard. She stumbles across an abandoned lodge with its lights on, and then investigates a track of blood into the basement. It isn't crystal clear what happens, but it appears that Ellie fights the kidnappers unsuccessfully, and Dina is executed before her eyes. Well, that's rather unlikely. I think it's just likely to be either a nightmare or flashback or a dream or something like that. I don't think there will be well, that's just my assumption. And I have to finish it, Ellie says to Joel's brother Tommy. After an apparent time skip, in what looks like a springtime showers in the forests, Ellie hunts down the enemies responsible for Dina's death. Well, maybe that's going to be like a major revenge, we'll have to see. She will encounter deadly infected, including the return of dangerous bloaters, will stop at nothing until she gets the justice she seeks. And then, right at the end, Joel appears to helicopter parents in on Ellie's quest for vengeance.